Good morning, class. Today I'm going to read you a fun story that is a fracture fairy tale to Henny Penny. And the title of this book is called Earthquack by Margie Palatini. She is the same author who wrote Bedheads. Remember that great story? Enjoy this story and tell me what you think. Little Chucky Ducky had just finished swimming his morning laps. He dried off his bill, wiped off his 2 wet feet, and was letting the oil roll off his back, when suddenly he heard the ground grumble. He felt the ground rumble, and then with a stumble, Chucky Ducky went down in a tumble. "Oh, good golly," quacked the duck as he got up and unruffled his feathers. "The earth is crumbling! The earth is crumbling! Why, it's a quake!" he quacked. "I have to warn my friends." Without a minute to waste, Chucky Ducky waddled and flapped and waddled across the meadow where he saw Lucy Goosey. "The earth is crumbling! The earth is crumbling! It's a quake!" quacked the duck. The goose gave a gander. "Are you sure?" asked Lucy, not at all convinced. "Of course I am," answered Chucky Ducky. "I heard what I heard, I felt what I felt, I saw what I saw, and I saw it." And then suddenly, right below their 4 wet feet, they heard the ground rumble, and they felt the ground rumble, and before they knew it, Chucky Ducky and Lucy Goosey were taking a tumble. "The earth is crumbling, the earth is crumbling," honked the goose. "I tell you, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "We have to go warn our friends." Without a minute to waste, Chucky Ducky and Lucy Goosey waddled and flapped and waddled up to the barnyard. And who should they meet scratching and hatching but Vicky, Nicky, Ricky, Chicky? "The earth is crumbling, the earth is crumbling, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "Is this some kind of trick?" cheeped the chick. "I heard what I heard, and I felt what I felt, I saw what I saw, and I saw it," said Chucky Ducky. "Me too," said Lucy Goosey, and then suddenly, right below their 4 wet feet and 6 little chicken legs, they heard the ground rumble. Then they felt the ground rumble, and they knew it. They were all taking a tumble. "The earth is crumbling," cheeped the chicks. "The earth is crumbling," honked the goose. "I tell you, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "We have to warn our friends." Without a minute to waste, Chucky Ducky, Lucy Goosey, and Vicky, Nicky, Ricky, Chicky flapped and waddled and flapped in a troop up to the coop, where they saw Rooster Rooster. "The earth is crumbling, the earth is crumbling, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "Sound the alarm," honked the goose. "Excuse me, but I only doodle-doo once a day," said the rooster calmly, raking a comb through his feather. "Read my job description." "But you just got a crow!" cried the 3 little chicks. Yes, said Chucky Ducky. "I heard what I heard, and I felt what I felt, and I saw what I saw, and I saw it." "Me too," honked Lucy Goosey. "We 3, cheeped Chicky, Nicky, and Ricky Chicky. And then suddenly, right below their 4 wet feet, 6 little chicken legs, and 2 big drumsticks, they heard the ground grumble. Then they felt the ground rumble, and before they knew it, they were all taking a tumble. "The earth is crumbling," squawked the rooster. "The earth is crumbling," cheeped the chicks. "The earth is crumbling," honked the goose. "I tell you, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "We have to warn our friends." Without a minute to waste, Brewster Rooster let out a crow. "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" "So what's new?" asked Sue Yu, hoofing it over to the Brewster with her lamb, Sam, and Pam. "Yes, what's the big to-do?" grumbled Nanny Goat, not pleased that all the hubbub had wakened Billy the Kid from his afternoon nap. "Yeah, you're interrupting my lunch," snorted Iggy Piggy, wiping his snout in the pout. "The earth is crumbling, the earth is crumbling. I tell you, it's a quake," quacked the duck. "Oh, it can't be that bad," sighed Sam, Pam, and Sue. "It sounds nutty to me," says Merle Squirrel, going out on a limb. But I heard what I heard, and I felt what I felt, and I saw what I saw, and I saw it, quacked the duck. Hogwash, grunted the pig. And then suddenly, they all heard a grumble. They all felt a rumble, and then one by one, they all went down with a tumble. Run for the hills, snorted Iggy Piggy. Take to the trees, squealed Merle Squirrel. The doorway, you ninny, neighed Little Billy. So they listened to the kid and ran to the door of the big red barn and huddled and cuddled and hoped they were safe from any more rumbling, grumbling, and most of all, crumbling. Now several yards away under a sticky thicket, watching all the commotion, was one very hungry weasel. He muttered greedily, licking his lips. Lamb chops, bacon, roast goose, chicken, and squirrel stew. Yum, yum. The wormy weasel grinned. My pantry is pretty paltry, but I have an idea that will get their goat and give me one big banquet buffet. So without a minute to waste, the sneaky weasel climbed out from the sticky thicket, made out a menu for the month, and then cleverly disguised himself in his long, white winter coat. The earth is crumbling! The earth is crumbling! He shouted, running toward the barn. You know about the quake? Quacked the duck from the doorway. I heard what I heard, I felt what I felt, I saw what I saw, and I saw it, lied the weasel. Brewster Rooster pointed a wing and cocked his head with suspicion. I've never seen you around here before. Who exactly are you? Name's Herman Ermin, the weasel said with a sly smile. As it happens, I'm an expert in rumble and crumbles. In fact, I have a quake-proof hideaway not too far from here. You'll be much safer if you come with me. Yes, yes, we want to be safe, they all said, rushing from the doorway of the big red barn and lining up behind Herman Ermin, not knowing he was really a lying, conniving Willy Weasel. So off went Chucky Ducky, Lucy Goosey, and Vicky Nicky, Ricky Chicky, Brewster Rooster, Sue You with her two lambs, Pam and Sam, Natty Goaty, Billy the Kid, Merle Squirrel, and Iggy Piggy. Into the deep, dark, thickest thicket of the woods, the group trooped. After ways and a while, the weasel stopped. He pointed. Down here, he said with a sneer. Vicky, Nicky, and Ricky Chicky took a peep. But that just looks like a hole, cheeped the chicks. A deep, dark hole, noticed Nanny. And it looks like such a long way down, said Sam and Pam. Come on, don't be sheepish, said the weasel, siding up with Sue and already planning a supper of lamb stew. He was just about to give Chucky Ducky the first shove down the hole when suddenly there was a grumble, then a rumble, and the ground around the weasel started to crumble. First a trip, then a stumble, right through the thicket of the white winter coat. Uh-oh, I think I made a fumble. Well, what a weaselly little fellow, crowed Brewster Rooster, waving the white winter coat. Thank goodness we're safe. But I tell you, it's still a quake, quacked the duck as the earth rumbled and crumbled all around their feet. Yes, it's still a quake, they all shouted. It's a quake, it's a quake. It's not a quake, said two heads suddenly poking up from the dirt. It's not a quake, they all said. It's just us, the two answered with a wink and a blink. Joel and Lowell Mole. Joel and Lowell Mole? They all said, looking at one another. You mean the earth isn't grumbling? Squawked Lucy Goosey, Brewster Rooster, and the three little chickies. You mean the earth isn't rumbling? Squealed Iggy, Piggy, and Merle Squirrel. You mean the earth isn't grumbling? Cried out Nanny, Billy, Pam, Sam, and Sue. No quake? Quacked Chucky Ducky. Well, we don't know anything about grumble and rumble, crumble, or quakes, mumbled the moles, stumbling out from their holes. We're just looking for our cousin Garrett Ferret. Does anyone know the way to San Jose? We think we took a wrong turn at the Lincoln Tunnel. wrong turn indeed, so they all showed Joe and Lo which way to go. And out of the woods and back to the barnyard went Iggy Piggy, Merle Squirrel, Nanny Goat, Billy the Kid, Sue Ewe and her lambs Pam and Sam, Rooster Rooster, Vicky Nicky and Ricky Chicky, Lucy Goosey and Little Quack Chucky Ducky, who right from the beginning was all wet.